Hello. My name is Annie. I've been taking care of you, because, yeah, you're in my house right now. The reason you're in my house, as I was gonna say, is because you got yourself into, like, a little accident down on the road. Do you remember? You don't? Okay. That's really sad. But basically what happened is that you kind of sped off the road due to the snow, and your car just flipped over and you were inside unconscious, and I ended up passing by on my way from the shop, and I ended up seeing you, and I had to go check out the scene, see if there was anyone hurt, what else I could do to help the situation, and I ended up seeing you, and I couldn't just leave you in the snow, so I dragged you back over to my home, and you've been here for the past couple of days. It hasn't been too long, but it has been a bit of a while. No, I called the doctor in our area. He's just taking a bit of a while to respond, considering how you are in a stable situation at the moment. And I called your agent as well to, tell her that there's going to be a delay in you getting back, home. I thought you might ask that. The reason I know you have an agent is because I'm actually a huge fan of your work. It's actually, I'm pretty sure I'm your #1 fan, in fact. But yeah, so I knew you had an agent, and I decided to look her up in the Yellow Pages and give her a call just to tell her, like, hey, your writer is kind of not writing at the moment because he's unconscious and he's going to be here for a little while. So I told her that everyone's heading over here, everyone's going to take care of you. However, it's just the process of just waiting for the moment now. Yeah. However, I was bandaging. Yeah, is that how you say? I think that's how you say. This little bump you have on your head that's starting to kind of bleed a little. I don't want you to be having, like, an aneurysm or anything like that, but yeah, it just seems a little worrisome to me, so I've been icing it and bandaging it and whatnot, and hopefully I can do my best to be, a good house nurse, even though I've never had any experience in this field. But yeah, how are you feeling at the moment now that you're awake? That's completely understandable. You were in a car wreck, so it would be weird for you not to feel a little sore. But yeah. Anyways, now that you're awake, I can actually give you some proper food to eat. I've been, I've been feeding you through a tube, for the past couple of days. It's not inside of you. I would just put it in whenever I was gonna feed you, and then, take it out once it was done. But now that you're awake, you can actually eat some proper food. So I'm gonna make some breakfast for you right now. So just give me one moment, and I'll come back with your food. I did end up reading the story you had with you simply because I couldn't help myself, considering how I am your #1 fan. And even though it's perfectly written, I mean, everything you write is perfect. I mean, you're perfect. I did have my concern over some of the subject matter in it. Or just not even subject matter, just I only had one little concern. No, it's okay. My opinion is not valuable to someone like you. It's just one opinion of one reader. Like, you're the master. You can write the story however you want to write it. The profanity. The profanity is just, it's too much and it's unneeded, and I mean, like, you're just helping a world to be alright with, being crude and rude, and we don't need that now. I mean, we really don't need that sort of material for, such beautiful books. It kind of ruins the perfection of it, if it makes any sense. I mean, I can't abide by it. I can't abide by it. It's just unneeded, and it ruins your hard work. What do you mean? Not everyone speaks that. I don't speak that way. I mean, what do you think I say to the grocery whenever I go to buy my groceries? Oh, how about you give me some of those bleeding beets, and how about you give me some of those darned kernels? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get this cleaned up for you. Let me just put this away. Here, I'll get this all cleaned up for you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I sometimes just lose my temper. I just get so frustrated at times simply because I don't know. I just do. It's really none of my business what you write about or what words you choose to use, even though the words you choose to use are ruining the youth of America now. But I do apologize. It's just your effect on me, I guess. You know something? I thought you were a good person, but you're not a good person. You're just another lying old dirty birdie, and I don't think I can be around you right now. And don't think that anyone's gonna be coming over to save you, because I never called anyone. Not your family, not your agent, not the doctor. No one knows you're here. They're all worried about you. No one knows you're here, no one knows you're alive, and they're all scrambling over to find you in whatever God place they actually think of. But you know something? I'll never find you here. My log cabin is way too far out from the city to actually be inspected, and even then, who would actually come to think that Annie Has is the famed author that everyone's looking for? You're gonna be stuck with me, and you're gonna have to live with that. And you better hope that nothing bad happens to me, because if I die, you die. I'm sorry for the way I behaved yesterday. It wasn't your fault that you made the mistake. And there are other ways to handle the situation than the way I handled it. But the good news is that we can make peace over our discrepancy of opinions. You see, what we can do is that you can simply burn that foul manuscript you have and simply write a new one. No, we have to rid the world of this filth. We can't just let such evil remain. It's beneath you, and it's beneath everyone, including the readers, which includes myself as well. You have to understand that fact, that it needs to be burned. It belongs in the fire, along with all other evil things. Do you understand? Just help me to help you. I don't want you to suffer the same way I did reading that story in a good couple of years from now. I want you to be free. No, you can't just keep it for yourself. We have to burn it. Otherwise, your mind will not be free. Oh, you're going to burn that manuscript whether you like it or not. Otherwise, there might have to be other things that need to be burned. And frankly, the only thing I want to burn is that silly manuscript of yours. So just make sure that, we work together on this. Like partners. Here's your manuscript. And you should just burn it. Here, let me just put a little bit more of that gasoline on the manuscript. think the honor should go to you. Just burn it. Just go quick, and then just toss it into there, okay? It should light up real fast. Okay? Ready? Here you go. And just toss it over there. I don't feel very well. And I know you're gonna leave me. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle that. That's very kind of you to say, but we both know that's not altogether true. The book is almost rewritten, and your legs are getting better, and soon enough, you're gonna want to leave. We both know that's true. I have this gun. And sometimes I think about using it. I don't know if one day I will. But the more heartbroken I feel, the more trigger happy I am. It doesn't have any bullets in it, but I think I better go because you make me want to put bullets in it. You've been out of your room. Oh, come off it. My ceramic little penguin that's in the living room always points due south, and yesterday I found it pointing the other way. You've been out of your room. There's no need to struggle. These chains are on quite well. I made sure of it, you know, just so that way a big, strong man like you can't break through. However, I was curious as to how you managed to escape your room, considering how the door was locked and you're in a wheelchair, but the answer was solved yesterday when I ended up finding your key. I ended up visiting your room late at night, and I kind of stumbled or felt this underneath my foot, and I was kind of curious, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, answer solved. Or problem solved, rather. Oh, are you looking for this? I was also quite curious as to how you managed to get this if you say you never left my room, but obviously this kind of proves the fact that I'm the one who's correct. Did you want to hear the steel blade you wanted to use against me in your defense? The woman who's been taking care of you for so long, feeding you, getting you everything that you need, paper, ink, typewriter. Do you also want me to get you some, you know, custom-made writer shoes to make sure that you're very comfortable with your writing? I swear to you, sometimes I don't know what to do with you. I do everything for you, and you don't appreciate anything that I do, and it makes me quite sad. I mean, why would you need something like this against me? Like, honestly. Like, I take care of you. Why do you think I'm gonna hurt you? Are you familiar with the Kimberly diamond mines? No? Well, that's alright, I'll tell you. I used to be your nurse, might as well just be your teacher as well. What happened at the Kimberly diamond mines with the native workers is that whenever the workers would steal diamonds, they would have to, you know, punish them and make sure that they understood the fact that, you know, it's wrong to steal diamonds. They couldn't really just kill the workers because that would be kind of like junking a Mercedes just because it had a broken spring. No, that would be very unwise of them to do that. What they would do is that they had to make sure that they could keep on working but learn them from their mistakes and make sure that other people understood that, you know, it's wrong to steal diamonds. So what they would do is that they would engage in a process called hobbling. And with hobbling, they were easy to understand the fact that it is wrong to steal diamonds and they wouldn't be able to get away. Now, what I'm going to be doing to you, I think is a similar procedure. It'll be very quick, nothing Well, actually, that'll be a lie. It's actually excruciatingly painful, but so is my broken heart whenever I think about you leaving me. So we'll share this pain together, and we'll be like one afterwards. But you'll be staying here for a while afterwards, so brace yourself.